I don't need to wash my hands. Aika does it for me. Thank you, pig. Hey guys, what's up? The weather today isn't so nice, so we are spending most of our time inside. We're not working on the garden, we're not doing any of the siding stuff just yet. So instead I'm going to be making some no-bake cookies. Because we were craving them last night, so I figured why not make some cookies, we can enjoy them with some coffee. And once I'm done making these cookies, I'm going to sit down and answer a frequently asked question, which is, how do you guys eat the same thing every day? Because if you've been watching my videos, you've probably noticed that we have pancakes for breakfast and pasta for dinner pretty much every day. So at first glance, it looks like we're eating the same thing every single day. So I just want to explain whether that's the case or not. And if it is, why do we like it that way? And since this isn't really a cooking video, I'm not going to go into the specifics of how to make these cookies. But if you want the written recipe, I am going to post that in the community feed, and that's for members only. So if you want to join my channel, to do that, you just click on the join button that's to the right of the channel name, or you can go to the video description where I have a link, so you can just sign up that way. You pay $4.99 a month, and that gives you access to written recipes, live Q&As, live hangouts, behind the scenes photos, stuff like that. And of course, it isn't required that you sign up, but if you would like some of those perks, feel free. And now Google makes a coffee. They're cute.
What's up, Piglet?
She's looking for crumbs. So give me a cookie. It has all of my favorite things in it.
Yeah.
Chocolate, coconut, and peanut butter. She's looking at you. Alrighty. Oh, Aika's here already. These are so good. I'm sorry, pig. It just kind of looks like a chocolate blob on the camera, but it's really yummy.
This is so good.
It's really good with the coffee, too. But I think chocolate and coffee just go well together. Pig can smell my fingers. So, I got this question on my recent grocery haul video. I get that this is a stupid question, but do you guys eat pancakes and one-pot pasta every day for breakfast and dinner, and you don't crave variation or other foods? I admire this discipline. We're so spoiled in developed countries where we demand a different meal every day, but there's a lot of foods I would miss until I got used to the same dinner most days. So even though we're having pancakes for breakfast every day, look at her. She wants a cookie. So even though we have pancakes for breakfast every day, there are variations on the pancakes. So we will use buckwheat flour, millet flour, spelt flour. We'll have different types of jam and toppings to go with the pancakes. So that never gets boring for us. We really like pancakes too, so we're happy to eat them every day. And then like with the pasta, it is a one-pot pasta every night, but it changes every time we make it and every time we eat it. The veggies we put into the pasta varies. The seasoning blends that I use, I have taco seasoning blend, curry seasoning blend. Sometimes we'll add curry paste or change up the different beans that we add to it, because we will cook the pasta one night and then for the next 2 nights we eat the leftovers, and then we'll just add more seasoning, more beans, just to bulk it up a little bit. So really, it never gets boring. I am just as excited to eat that meal as the very first time I had it. So it's not the case that like we're forcing ourselves to eat the same thing every day. We actually look forward to those meals and we're happy to eat those things every single day. If we were bored with pasta or pancakes, I would definitely make something else. And like when we were living in Krakow, I was making different types of things just because I had a bunch of free time. Now that we're kind of in this routine where we know we really like pancakes for breakfast and we love the one-pot pasta, it's just easier to make those things every day because we know we love them and we know it's going to be delicious. And it takes me less time too, because with the pasta I cook it once and then that lasts us 3 days. We get dinners for 3 days. Picture your favorite food, whatever that is, whether it's like mac and cheese, pizza, burgers, whatever. And if you know that's your favorite food, you probably would be happy to eat that every single day. So that's how I feel about the pancakes and the pasta, and Kuba feels the same way. So moving into summer, we will change what we're eating just because we want to eat foods like veggie sandwiches or something that isn't so hot, like pasta from the stovetop. But eating this way doesn't require any discipline whatsoever. It's just that we really like pasta and pancakes, so we eat them every day. And we do get plenty of variety with those two recipes because it changes every time we make them. I view these recipes as like a base recipe, and then we can modify them as we like as the week goes on. So it's honestly never boring. And also keep in mind that like my meals in the videos, that doesn't include everything we're eating. Like in today's video, we made those cookies. I make those cookies often. I don't necessarily show me making cookies every time I make cookies, and I've tried to make other stuff too that doesn't end up in the videos. And also, if you check my recipes playlist, you will see there are several different things that I've made in that playlist that isn't pancakes or one-pot pasta. And even before I started traveling nomadically, and before we lived in the van, and before this tiny house thing, I still ate similar meals every day. Like I just got into a routine where like I really like to have like a stir fry, rice and stir fried veggies. And that was my go-to dinner meal. And breakfast, I would have the same breakfast every day. So I don't think it's that unusual to just find meals that you like and you just keep having those meals. But that being said, I do want to like expand and try new recipes, but it's hard to find the time to make those things. And if we really like a certain recipe, it's hard for me to want to actually branch out and make something completely different because it's like, why even bother? But I am slowly trying new things. Once I know those recipes work out, then I will show them in a video. If it ever got to the point where we were like, oh, I really wish I could have some sushi, then I would make veggie sushi. Or if we want something else to eat, I'll just make it. But right now, we're totally content and happy to be eating the one-pot pasta every night with chapati and pancakes for breakfast. So that's just how it is for now. Pig, I would give you a cookie if it didn't contain cocoa. But you know chocolate is no bueno for dogs. Aika's like, no bueno, what does that mean? Aika, what's your mother tongue? Cookie. I should do a shot with my hands up here so people can say I have like huge hands. They were like, do you lotion your man hands? I was like, what? Or I should do where I eat a cookie with my mouth open the whole time. We're like,